Hello and a very warm welcome. Who will get the last seat in 2022? Alfa Romeo are the only team left. Realistically, Haas are going to keep the same lineup, although it's not official. Aston Martin will. So we got one seat left on the 2022 grid. Now, I thought this was done and dusted. I've said Nick de Vries has signed the contract in Zandvoort, and I'm going to stick by that Nick de Vries will partner Valtteri Bottas. But there's a case for all three guys on the screen. Antonio Giovinazzi, the current driver, a very good qualifying performance. And they can't really announce, if Giovinazzi's losing his seat, then they can't announce it this weekend, as it is Giovinazzi's home race. But if Giovinazzi was staying, then it would be a perfect opportunity to announce it. Nick de Vries, I think it's done and dusted. Rumour has it he signed the contract, and that's a big reason why he was in Zandvoort. But then we've also got news coming out yesterday that Zhou has put 30 million on the table and basically said, look, if you give me this drive, I've got the cash basically. Let me get the article up here. Zhou's sponsors willing to pay 30 million for the seat. Now, I don't like the sound of that, to be honest. I want to see talent over money. We've got too many people in the sport already, just basically pay drivers who are not really good enough. Zhou is a good driver, fighting for the F2 title. Currently, a report has claimed that sponsors of Zhou would be prepared to give 30 million to put the Chinese driver in a seat at Alfa Romeo next season. Spanish reports claim that Zhou's backers would pay to make him be the driver alongside Valtteri Bottas. Zhou, who is currently an Alpine junior driver fighting for the title in Formula 2. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I do still believe I'm going to stick to my guns. I said Nick de Vries will be the driver in 2022. I'm going to stick to that. Valtteri Bottas is confirmed. We have one seat left for the 2022 grid. And who's it going to be? Is it going to be Giovinazzi, the current driver? Is it going to be Nick de Vries, GP2 champion, a Formula E champion, never got his chance in Formula 1? Latifi got the drive instead. Or is it going to be Zhou, who could quite easily be the F2 champion this season? But if Zhou gets the drive, then it's purely financial. I mean, we have our sources. So far, we've got everyone right. If we get the De Vries one wrong, then that's going to be a bit disappointing, but it is what it is. De Vries competitor, like Zhou has basically put the money on the table. So now Alfa Romeo, do you go for Nick de Vries or do you take the money? And the money could be a big factor, as Alfa Romeo will finish 9th in the constructors unless they get a massive big result, as Williams have been scoring points. So Williams have got 8th guaranteed. Alfa Romeo are going to finish 9th. That is massive. Millions and millions of pounds we're talking about. So Zhou, he could get the drive. Nick de Vries has first competition in his fight for a spot in Formula 1. The Formula E World Champion has been linked to Alfa Romeo, but he has Chinese rival with a bag of money worth of 30 million euros. Every driver is confirmed, basically, now, apart from Alfa Romeo. There is one seat at Alfa Romeo, and who's going to get it? And you could even throw Robert Kubica in this conversation. If he goes and puts a world-class performance in at Monza and beats Giovinazzi, then why can't you put Kubica in that shout? But I'm sticking to my guns. I think Nick de Vries is a done deal, and he signed the contract. I've got to say though, I don't know when this one's going to be announced. I can't see it being announced today because that would be so harsh on Giovinazzi. Like his home Grand Prix and you announce that he's lost his seat. That would just be really harsh. Yeah, we wait and see. One seat left for 2022, and who's going to take it? My money's on Nick de Vries. I think he's signed the contract already. But Zhou, that 30 million euros, that could play a key factor in this. Comment down below your thoughts. And yeah, if de Vries does sign, yeah, we will have got them all right. Hopefully, we still get it right, but yeah, it looks like Zhou is pushing.